Today we are going to work through installing and connecting Power BI custom reporting to your Stokly account. When you decide to add custom reporting to your Stokly package, your account manager is going to send you two files. The first one will be a stokly.mez file, which is the custom connector that we have built for Power BI, and an example.pbix, which is just a pre-built set of reports to get you started. The first thing you will need to do is install Power BI Desktop. To do this, you come to the Microsoft Store, you search for Power BI Desktop, and if you already have it installed, you'll just see the option to open. Otherwise, there'll be the option to install, at which point go ahead and click install and wait for the installation to complete. Once it is complete, you will see the option to open Power BI Desktop, and if you just click this button, that is going to open up Power BI Desktop for the first time. When Power BI Desktop first opens, there's some configuration that we need to change so that we can connect Stok.ly using our custom data connector. So we'll close down this initial welcome window, and we will go File, Options and Settings, and then Options. We need to go to the security settings, and under data extensions, we need to allow any extension to load without validation or warning. Click OK. And this requires a restart. So we'll click OK, and we will close Power BI Desktop. You go to your Documents folder, and in there you're going to create a new folder by going to New, Folder, and you're going to name that folder Microsoft Power BI Desktop, exactly as you see there. And then inside of that folder, you're going to create a new folder, again by going New, Folder, and create a folder called Custom Connectors, again exactly as you see there. So your new folder path should look like that. Into this folder, you are going to place the stokly.mez file. Now, when we reopen Power BI, because we have updated the security settings to allow custom connectors to be loaded, the Stok.ly data connector will be automatically loaded into Power BI when you start the application. So this time, when Power BI Desktop opens, click on Get Data, and this will show you the list of data connectors that you have available. You'll be able to search for Stok.ly, select Stok.ly, and the first thing that you'll be asked for is a username and password. To get this username and password, you must go to the Stok.ly app. The first thing we will want to do is create a user role to grant certain permissions in your Stok.ly account to the Power BI data connector. To do this, click on Create Role, give the role a name, and select the permissions that the role is allowed to use. So I would highly recommend only selecting view read-only permissions, and we're going to go through and select all of the different data points that we would need to build out the various reports that we want to build. Click Next, and this will create the role. And finally, here is the created role. The next thing we need to do is we need to come to Account Management, Apps, and we're going to create a app for Power BI. We need to select the unsecure app. This authentication method is the one that is supported by Power BI Desktop. And we will select the role with the read-only permissions that we just created. That app has now been created, and we can view that app by clicking on this link. And we have a username and password that Power BI can use. So I will copy the username into the username field for the data connector in Power BI. And I will copy the password into the password field and click Connect. We are now connected to our Stok.ly account, and you can see the various data points that we have access to.